last time. Access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be
¿Cómo es que ese Bizancio está
somewhere else.
cerrado si no tienes la llave de navegación? Si ella ya está aquí. What? Ah, supongo que lo dirá por nosotros, ¿no? Sí, creo que lo dice por nosotros. Ya que estamos aquí y tal. Hola chicos, ¿qué tal? Vamos a ir otra vez. Vamos a entrar por aquí. Podemos entrar por dos maneras. Sigilo y tal vez un poco más arriesgado o con suerte.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense.
Qué bien. Los ultimatos encima tienen patrocinadores. Muy bien.
That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
No, sí lo soy.
Sure you are. And what is it you're delivering today?
Oh, madre mía. Disculpa, vuelvo enseguida. Se me ha olvidado. El paquete. Qué torpe soy.
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill. I oughta. It's kept me alive this long. I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be...
No te preocupes, yo no te voy a molestar. Estos ambientes, tío. Se ven que te cagas.
You gotta teach me that.
Entren, chicos, entren. O se quedan afuera. Venga. No tengo todo el día. Coño, entren. ¡Oh, putas! Vale. ¿Cómo es? A ver, te felicito por haber entrado y no abierto la puerta. Anda el guardia. Creo que lo veo allá arriba. Sí. Ajá. Chicos, sacan, coño. Vale, interesante. Los circulitos esos que están ahí arriba que no tienen, o sea, que tienen contorno pero no tienen relleno, son seres vivos. Seres vivos, no enemigos.
I've seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
Oh, aquí regresé. Madre mía, qué descuidado soy. Aquí tengo el paquete.
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
Do you have any actual business here?
Sí, tengo el paquete acá. Tengo una entrega para el ministro.
Yeah? Let's see it.
Aquí está.
Looks like your papers are in order.
Ya ves.
All right. Go on through.
Gracias por tu tiempo. Caballeros.
How did you get in here?
Oh. Cálmate.
You.
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clarke! Oh, wow!
Relájate.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another aether wave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes.
No, relájate. Me venía a buscar el Demitilsufoxido. Joder.
Drugs, of course. What else would it be? I don't have any drugs.
No
You
grites.
should try a vending machine.
He's got no idea what we're asking about.
Ya veo.
Will that be all, then?
Dispongo de pruebas que usted ha almacenado. Demitilsufoxido.
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course. It's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
¿Quiere decir que el presidente Rockwell la ha encerrado aquí?
You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
¿Por qué se iba tanto a tomar tantas molestias?
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years.
Por años.
But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look...
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and...
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of dissident hunt.
Lo veo demasiado entusiasmado con todo esto.
We're discussing industrial espionage, legal redress, the possible salvation of Halcyon. Also, this is the longest conversation I've had with someone else in quite some time.
Centrémonos, ¿cómo puedo hacer la sede de HCC?
Via the Acropolis
HH,
district, of course.
no HHCC.
That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just... There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I...
Una vez inscrito en la Acropolis, ¿qué debo que hacer?
When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and...
¿La que era la tuya?
Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what... A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound... Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
No hay ningún mensaje de la Tierra. ¿Qué hay en el cartucho?
What isn't on it is the real... I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
But they wouldn't get here for... I don't even know. Shouldn't we do something our own selves?
It's worth a try, but the Earth Directorate still needs that message. We must hope for their intervention.
¿Cuánto habrá que esperar para eso?
Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat.
Se refiere a Alcyon.
Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis District.
Bueno, básicamente Clarke lo que quiere hacer es enviar un mensaje de... No socorro, pero enviar todo... El gobierno de Alcyon es un poco corrupto.
Sure, best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kinda hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
Entonces, el gobierno de Alcyon aquí es corrupto. Entonces quiere enviar el tipo este, Rockwell. No, Rockwell no. El tipo este. Un mensaje a la Tierra, básicamente diciéndole toda la corrupción que hay aquí, que básicamente envíen un reemplazo a toda la gente que hay acá.
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save.
Oh.
Ah, puedo ir por acá también. Vale. El tema es, no sé dónde está el acceso por las cloacas. No pensaría que las cloacas... Ah, ¿veo algo ahí? No. Pero el tema es que la Tierra no ha respondido desde hace bastante tiempo. Lo cual es curioso.
It's nothing personal, I'm just not the touchy-feely type.
It's just... You seem fine with the others. Did I do something to make you unhappy with me?
You gotta stop taking things so personal. You're setting yourself up for a letdown.
The Acropolis District is off limits. Move along.
¿Te importa si me tomo un respiro? Estoy hecho un polvo de tanto cargar con todos estos bits.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the law's name are you on about?
Oh, tú sabes, esos 3475 bits pesan demasiado para mí. Toma, cárgalo tú.
Sure. Let me just take that off your hands. Did I say restricted area? Slip of the tongue. What I meant was, welcome to the Acropolis District.
Muchas gracias. Creo que a los vidrios de este juego le falta una cosa que se llama
You ever get the urge to just
cube
hop
maps
one on the floor?
o mapas cúbicos. Porque claro, están es más, ¿eso tiene? ¿Tiene? No tiene. Tiene algo. ¿Ves esta cosa que está acá? Es esto que está ahí. El tema es... Esto es un mapa cúbico. No es un reflejo como tal. Digamos que cada textura tiene un mapa cúbico. Y el mapa cúbico es de una imagen en círculos que tú le pongas. El tema es, los vidrios no tienen... Bueno, aquí tiene, pero ves que tiene sus limitaciones. ¿Qué tal? Es muy plano, como pueden ver. El tema es que con los vidrios de allá afuera no le ponen eso, sino que dependen mucho del screen space. Pero bueno, vamos a continuar.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority.
¿Respondes esta pregunta?
Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32.
Por cada arma que
Each
cargues.
weapon will need a separate form.
Será una broma.
I'm not authorized to employ humor on the job, sir. Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
¡Qué pena! Vaya, qué pena.
You don't have to be sarcastic about it. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the citations for impeding HH. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try...
Drogados esta pelota, impaciente. Muy bien. chitos. ¿Chitos? ¿Qué chicos? ¿Se saben algún chiste? Dejamos el solo allá abajo, ¿eh? Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches.
Excuse me, just a moment.
¿Has dicho algo?
Is there something I can do for you?
No.
Huh?
Hola.
I beg your pardon. Minister Clarke's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
65 y encima mentira nada más. Solo será un momento, quería admirar la arquitectura.
I suppose that is admissible. Please try not to break anything.
No se preocupe.
Okay. Just goes to show you never really see your hometown till you travel with a visitor.
A ver, rápido, rápido. ¿El mensaje prioritario? Primero enviar el mensaje al ministro Clarke. Se espera entre 3 y 9 meses para que su mensaje llegue a su destino. ¿Transmitiendo el dron? El dron no irá personalmente, ¿no? Ahora producción con la Junta. Entre 3 y 9 meses. El tema es, no sé qué tan lejos queda la galaxia de Alción a nuestra... no estamos en una galaxia, estamos en un sistema solar. No sé qué tan lejos está nuestro sistema solar al otro. O sea, de nuestra Tierra. ¿El mensaje prioritario? Archivos personales antes. ¿Me quedaron tanto? ¿Masajista? Reservas alimentarias. Estoy investigando y puedo confirmar que disponemos de una gran cantidad de alimentos. Alimentos de verdad, almacenados fuera de nuestra red de comercio intercolonial. El perfil nutricional de los alimentos producidos en Alcyon ha seguido empeorando. Pronto la gente empezará a sentirse hambrienta por más cantidad de comida que ingiera. Por eso la pasta dentrífica dietética. Por desgracia, ahora mismo nos resultará demasiado caro seguir comprando alimentos, incluso en las colonias más cercanas. Sin embargo, las provisiones que aún nos quedan alcanzarán para abastecer a Bizancio y a una plantilla laboral muy reducida en el futuro próximo. Sofía. Resto de corporaciones. Los directores de las otras 9 corporaciones han vuelto a ponerse en pie de guerra por sus acciones. Como director de la VDL no tendrá ningún problema para quitárselo de encima, pero he pensado que debería saber lo que vuelven a traerse entre manos. Versión. El mensaje prioritario. Presidente, el borrador de la presentación está listo para reproducirse. Al Departamento de Relaciones Públicas aún le queda mucho trabajo para terminar de pulirlo, pero de momento hemos incluido los puntos clave. Alcyon está al borde de la inanición. Los científicos de la Junta están trabajando para hallar una solución a este problema. Los trabajadores pueden acogerse al nuevo programa de empleo perpetuo para contribuir a solventar esta crisis. Qué bien. Para la versión actual, Imprime su tarjeta de acceso al ministro de Veracidad y Ética antes de que pregunte. Sí, ya se ha hecho la entrega del Demitilsufoxido. Imprime tarjeta de acceso. Versión completa, recibe su tarjeta. Este es el mensaje prioritario.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. we will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
¿Rituales de aseo?
That was all a story, wasn't it?
No creo.
Real.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
Me voy, aquí no ha pasado nada. No he visto nada, no he visto temas corporativos. Ah, Eli, ¿qué haces? No he visto temas corporativos delicados. Mira esa puta sombra. Reflejo, mejor dicho. Demitilsulfoxido. Bueno, tenemos la tarjeta. ¿Esos insectos tienen huesos? No, otros insectos tienen esqueleto. Ah, quedan dos planetas, ¿no? Sí. ¿Seguro? Porque no veo ninguno que tenga una anilla. Ver que es empleado. Theodore Isaacs. Una Caroline Endicott. Bien, interesante. Ah, hubo una cosa que dijo... Rockwell, ¿qué tal? Que la traducción no se rescató mucho. Cuando dijo en español de pataditas a la calle. Realmente lo que dijo fue violently algo. Ahorita mismo no recuerdo cómo se decía en inglés despedirse. Básicamente había dicho eso. Van a ser despedidos violentamente. Eso era básicamente una insinuación a que iban a ser ejecutados y borrados de la lista.
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
¿Conoces a un tal Teodoro Isaacs? Bueno, primero no vamos a hablar con ella, vamos a ir a otro lado, porque... para que vean por qué necesitamos hablar con ella.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
¿Te vale con esto?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Muy bien. Vale, entonces. Vale, eso necesitamos hablar con este tipo.
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
¿Cómo se llama tal Teodoro Isaacs?
I knew it. He's eating your lunch too, isn't he?
Mhm.
That greedy little cysty pig. This is great. I finally have someone else to complain to.
Do these people got nothing else to occupy their time? Complaining is a competitive
Fire.
sport, Byzantium.
No me acuerdo cómo se decía despedirse. Fire.
Right now, we're talking about Theodore.
By fire. Es lo que había dicho. Tengo que entregar una monetización formal a Teodoro, pero la dirección no me ha enviado la identificación.
Oh, that's no problem. I can get you into the lab.
Necesito un punto en mentira para decirle eso.
Theodore's out right now, but we should be ready when he gets back. That way, everyone can see you chew him out. This is going to be so good.
¿Cómo baja las escaleras? ¡Hey! Vengo con ella, mi amiga, mi nueva amiga.
Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt.
Buenos días. Caballeros, ¿qué tal? La li la li lu lu la li la li la lu.
Shh.
Me podía entrar por ahí con sigilo y tal si no... No logras convencer a la pobre con uno de mentira. A ver, no es solamente uno de mentira, si también necesita cierta habilidad de pirateo para agarrar el terminal y saber que ella es... O sea, saber que está... ¿Qué le pasa a ella? Vale, aquí... No podemos estar mucho tiempo. Los científicos van a pasar de nosotros, están muy distraídos. Los guardias sí son problema. ¿Se ha fórmulas de Wells? Estoy intentando completar la fórmula de Wells. Voy a razón de 12 ratruchas por semana. Nos queda mucho trabajo por hacer si queremos que esto sirva para reanimar a las personas con nivel de atención a largo plazo. La Junta también quiere reanimar a las personas de la Esperanza. El tema es... Van a querer reanimarlas y hacer algo con ellas.
Let the record show that subject 23K's cause of death is cerebral vascular incident brought about by a ruptured aneurysm.
That's an 86% failure rate for this batch. I think we can safely move on to the next.
And I had such high hopes for this one. Oh well, I suppose it could have been worse.
Ah, por aquí. Hay un guardia ahí. Y hay otro guardia ya. Los científicos no tienen nada importante. Es. Voy a llamar al elevador de abajo. Hay un guardia aquí afuera. Justo está ahí. Ahora aquí me hace falta una habilidad importante, si no, va a ser difícil que pase esta parte. Hay un guardia también ahí. Vale, si puedo. Necesito 64 ganzúa. Venga chicos, vamos, pónganse, no, no se queden ahí, venga. Ahora camina, muy gracioso. Muy simpático usted. A partir de una pierna. Bueno, estos son sujetos de la Esperanza que han sido traídos aquí. Y están, supongo que, nadando en Demitilsufoxido. Y aquí está. Demitilsufoxido. Voy a encontrar una forma de desbloquearlo. Este es el tema. En la Esperanza creo que hay 10.000 personas, creo. Aquí hay 12 personas. Solamente en esta sala. Vamos a hacer una decisión importante. Vale, ver notas de laboratorio. Lo podemos leer. Transferir el Demitilsufoxido al recipiente. Pero el recipiente puede invalidar los resultados del experimento y causar la muerte de los sujetos humanos. Ah, por cierto, no solamente aquí hay 12, me parece que en las otras salas hay bastantes más. Digamos que hay tal vez unos 50 puede ser. Pero no creo que muchos más. Más información. La retirada repentina del Demitilsufoxido es altamente letal y provocará la cancelación de todos los experimentos en curso. La integridad del experimento y la vitalidad de los sujetos se pueden mantener si hay una concentración nominal de 73.629% de Demitilsufoxido en circulación. Vale, podemos hacer esto y irnos tranquilamente. Programa de empleo perpetuo, es lo que te decía antes. Reanimar humanos de una hibernación prolongada de forma reiterada sin provocar la muerte de los sujetos ni la consiguiente pérdida de productividad. Resultados no concluyentes. Pronóstico optimista con reservas. Este es el tema. Vale. En que más, como te dijo Wells, en que más Demitilsufoxido tengamos, más sujetos se van a poder revivir. En la anterior partida fui al 26%. En esta partida vamos a hacer lo otro, 100%. Morirán unos pocos, pero se podrán sacar a todos los demás. Mi miedo es que se hayan alertado a los guardias diciendo, o sea, porque los científicos habrán dicho, ah coño, todos mis sujetos acaban de morir. Algo ha pasado. Porque si todo está bien. Ya te digo, decisión difícil, pero vamos a ver en qué cae. Ahora se me cae la jarra de Demitilsufoxido por ahí. Se me rompe la esperanza de toda la acción. recae en una jarra de cristal.
If you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports.
And my
reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Dejámonos al lago.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. There's exactly one vessel in all of Byzantium that looks like it dropped out of an aether wave drama. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
¿Por qué lo buscan exactamente?
He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on.
No me has dicho nada nuevo.
Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
No es súper villanesco lo que está diciendo ella. Es arriesgado lo que va a hacer Wells. Un momento, creo que estoy recibiendo racional. Dice que te vayas a la mierda y no vuelvas a llamar.
You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
No, saquémonos aquí. Wells quiere reanimar a toda la Esperanza. El tema es... hay pocos recursos de comida en Halcyon. ¿Y reanimar a 1000 personas?
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. Please avoid damage.
Eso está con chispas antes. Phineas.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide.
Ahorita frutos químicos, la colonia está del borde del colapso.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching to... Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from a not...
La cosa no acaba ahí. El presidente pretende congelar a todos los empleados de Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve...
Encontró los productos químicos del Ministerio de la Junta. Lo estaba probando en sujetos humanos.
Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable.
Acaban con su sufrimiento. ¿Qué tal los productos químicos, por cierto? Tengo que dejar morir los sujetos.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
Gracias por decirme eso último, Ya va. Merece la pena. No mucho.
What nonsense! People people aren't just slabs of meat the board can freeze and thaw at their convenience. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress.
A ver, tenemos que hacer algo.
We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
Ahora algo que podamos hacer.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
A ver, por algo se empieza.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope. And we need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them.
Hay una forma, no estoy segura, pero podríamos hacer saltar la esperanza del sistema.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
La esperanza seguramente tenga daños. Tendremos que desviar la energía de la falible.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems.
Esta línea no la puedo
The
quitar.
Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers. Simon, the board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. Certainly. Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the Rings of Terra 2, the board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
¿Decías algo? El sonido que hace cuando el personaje masculino salta y tal, me recuerda muchísimo a cómo suena el protagonista de Amnesia, Total Decent. Vamos a hacer lo que queda del video.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be? See you soon.
Vamos a hacer la misión de Maximilian. De Max, perdón. No Maximilian.
think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
Oh, they are.
Want to make a run with me to sell the bag? Well, this is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home.
No, ya veo.
Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's gone.
Ubicación, coordenadas, subvenciones aceptables, informe. No me puedo creer que siga atrapado en este pueblo dejado de la mano de la ley. Pero al menos creo que por fin he encontrado una zona prometedora. Por el túnel, en el banco del río de las afueras, he sacado una pepita y 2 dientes. Pregunta si habrá algún dentista que pague algo por los dientes.
Sounds like Cheney's gone gold panning down on the river. What on him? I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
But only if they come from the C&P factory.
Oh. Vale.
Makes you wonder what the secret ingredient.
De hecho había visto esta zona a la lejanía. Y yo decía, probablemente esa mensaje llega hasta ahí y no siga más para adelante. Esta zona que está acá. Pero veo que continúa, cruza.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch?
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper.
¿Qué está pasando aquí?
This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
Quizá supiera que el libro estaba en francés.
Oh, he knew. Didn't you? Didn't you?
Okay, I admit it. I was tired of your high and mighty speechifying all the time. It was just a joke, I swear. I didn't mean nothing by it.
See, Captain? I've dealt with this swine before. I know how he thinks. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law.
A ver, detente. Aún no es demasiado tarde. Tal vez la respuesta que buscas sí está en ese libro.
Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
¿Nuestro ermitaña? Un poco convincente.
It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
¿Qué te parece, Vicario?
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
¿Dónde está esa ermitaña? Es Sila. Le dije que íbamos a regresar. Yo de hecho creo que sé dónde es eso. Le dije que íbamos a regresar a Sila. Y le dije que iba... que probablemente es la casa esa que no podemos entrar. Todo lo que no se puede entrar es para una quest en este juego. Lo cual es siempre útil.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Scylla.
Hey, you got a minute?
No, lo siento. Por cierto, ahí hay un icono para un último acompañante. El último acompañante está arriba. está en la nave. ¿Puedo viajar rápido? Sí, puedo viajar rápido. ¿Es justo acá? Hola, ermitaña. ¿Hemos irrumpido en tu casa?
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That
He venido para acá a buscar este libro.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I've spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Yo no.
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
Bueno, me dijo que estaba preparado, ¿no?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
I'll supervise, for safety purposes.
De punto.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
¿Estás seguro que esto? Este sitio es bastante guay. ¿Listo, Max? Respirar hondo.
Poor Maximilian.
¿Estás viendo lo que veo yo?
Maximilian,
What?
why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what?
Let's stay focused here, Max. Your voice always sounds weird.
Sigan una resolución porque yo también lo veo.
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Always ready to lash out. Always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place. Never looking inside himself.
We came here so you could learn how to not be an ass, Max. So, stop being an ass.
Hemos llegado hasta aquí, al menos deberíamos escucharla.
Thank you. It relieves me to see there's at least one positive influence in my son's life after all these years.
Thoughtlessly? How could you say that? I only wanted you and Father to be proud of me. This here, it's all coming out wrong. The plan, it filled you with a joy I could never...
You certainly convinced yourself you were. But don't feel bad. We continually lie to ourselves, weaving stories in a vain attempt. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they?
What the fuck are you talking about? No, I just wanted to prove to my parents that damn it. You're right.
Max, you need to lay the past to rest. What happened with your father and I, it's long dead. Whether you resist or not, it will take you wherever it wants. More assuredly than even the fictional architect's plan you slave away to prove.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you.
This whole thing, it's just a farce. You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you... Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't... Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Sin más, ¿por qué no hace eso? Si lo hace no debería, es mejor hombre de lo que él cree. Max, me ha ocurrido algo. Tienes que matar a este tipo ahora. ¿What? Porque es inteligencia. Max, me ha ocurrido algo. Tienes que matar a este tipo ahora.
What are you talking about?
No sé. Es tu yo. Tienes que librarte de él. ¿Lo entiendes? Es casi como un mal chiste.
I can do that. We can handle this.
Ni pude sacar mi arma, ni nada.
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
¿Qué pasa?
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself, everything is perfect.
La verdad que hayas encontrado lo que buscabas.
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for. Can we talk?
Acabamos de hablar.
If I still believed in the grand plan, a revelation like this would have seriously shaken my faith. Knowing you, I can only assume you have already begun formulating a plan to deal with this. So tell me, what are we going to do?
Alguien tiene que morir, no tenemos nosotros.
Yes, of course. And when you do, you can count on me to back your play. Your instincts haven't failed us so far. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Enfermería. Otra vez 59. Vale, vuela infalible y tal. Enemigo cerca. Bueno, gente, voy hasta acá. La siguiente parte, pues eso. Vamos a ir a la Esperanza. Estoy entrando acá.
Sneak onto a lost colony ship and skip it across the system? What could go wrong?
Great work.
Hay cosas importantes acá. Este casco que está ahí. Iba a hacer esto fuera de cámara, pero vi el casco ese que es bastante bueno. No sé. Lo quería grabar. Así que bueno, chicos. Cuídense. Un saludo y chao.